live for a little while. Well, what's up, everybody? Sunday night, January 18th, 2026. Hope y'all are doing good on this Sunday night. Sorry for voice and everything, a little stuffy. I got a little issue going on. I might be coming down with a little something. I'm going to jump on here tonight, put a nice coat of epoxy right here on this rod, and then call it. Might be on here maybe an hour at the most if I can make it. We're going to put a coat of epoxy, though, on this custom rod working on here. We've been working on lately, so we are going to do that. I was on a Facebook Live and I was trying to struggle to get through it. Got myself a little bit cleared up some, but coming down with a little something. That's for sure. Definitely coming down with a little something. But that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to put a nice little coat of epoxy on here. That's what we're going to do. Hope everybody's enjoyed their Sunday. Not sure how many people jump on the YouTube lives on Sunday nights, but I'm going to be on here for a little while. Not a whole long time. See if we can get this to pull evenly. See if we can get this to pull evenly tonight. I'm not going to put a crazy amount of epoxy in there. Coat on this custom rod that we've been working on. This is a 5-foot ultralight fishing rod. We're doing a remodel on it. It looked completely different from this a week ago. Make sure we get a good pull on this epoxy. I don't want no bubbles in this. Bubbles are not your friend when you're building custom fishing rods and you're doing the epoxy part. A bubble is definitely not what you want. For sure. I got a little heat gun will help with that too. Once I get a coat on it, we're just going to put a thin coat of epoxy on it tonight. Just a thin coat of epoxy. Just a thin coat. But we got to stir this thing for 5 minutes. Not 4 minutes and 30 seconds. None of that. We got to do it for 5 minutes. Set us a little timer here real quick. We'll get a little timer going while I turn this. Spin this. Mix this epoxy up. We're getting ready to do a coat of epoxy on top of this thread work on this custom fishing rod. If you're wondering what's going on here, building custom fishing rods. Building custom fishing rods. That's what's going on right here. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday night. Let's see if I can change a few things. Make sure I can see what's going on. Make sure I can see what's going on in the chat there. Squirrels for piece 13. What's up? What's up? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Why do I know that? Why do I feel like I know that name? I feel like I know that name. We're going to put a coat of epoxy on this thing tonight. That's probably about all we're going to do on here. Get this coat of epoxy on here. mess around. Andy, I knew I was just about to say that. You know what? That was just about to come out of my mouth. Andy was about to come out of my mouth. Or I was actually about to say, homie. I got up and I took a quick hot shower. Took a little more medicine. I started feeling a little bit. I don't sound better. I feel a little better, but I'm probably gonna just put this coat of epoxy on here, and then I'm gonna jump off. Do a quick one. I need to get the epoxy on this though. I got to get the epoxy on this. That's imperative. It's imperative. You gotta agitate this thing for about another 2.5 minutes. Itchy wants to know why you should never find a dinosaur. I can think of 100 reasons. It's because it's Jurassic. I hear you. Because you will get Jurassic. You'll end up sick like me. Huh. You'll end up sick. I'm a little under the weather tonight. Got a big old good old head cold going. Sucks. Coming on pretty strong. Started coming on me last night. Is that a fishing stick? It sure is. Fishing rod. It sure is. What is up? I'm using my tablet tonight to do streaming live on, and it's a little different than my phone. The comments don't stay up. I'm trying to figure out why that is. Super flu. I hope not. Oakland taxidermist. Oak Ridge taxidermist. What's up, man? Taxidermist. I need a good taxidermist, man. Where are you located? Oak Ridge. Where's that at? Sniff the epoxy. Hey, that's the good part about it. I ain't got to wear no face mask tonight. I ain't got to wear a face mask while I'm doing it. I usually don't anyway. That's why I'm so crazy. Can I get banned from chat? Sure. It's possible. There's ways. There's ways to do it. Got about another 30 seconds. I got to stir this. Then I'm going to start putting the epoxy on there. I'm going to turn this spinner on so y'all can hear the lovely noise of bearings about to go out in my spinning motor over here from my rod building. But it's quite all right. Where are you from? I'm in South Carolina. I'm in South Carolina. 5 to the left, yeah. As long as I keep my right arm, that's the one that matters. What do I fish for? I fish for all kinds of stuff. Mainly largemouth, panfish, catfish, mainly. I'm only 2 hours from the coast. I'm only 2 hours from the coast, so I do the salt water a little bit. Darlington, man, you ain't far from me. You right up the road, brother. You right up the road from me. You ain't far at all. Steelhead and king salmon. That sounds nice. Sounds pretty nice right now. I'd like to do that. I've never been able to fish for those. Y'all excuse my stuffiness tonight. A little bit stuffied up. I'm going to put a coat of epoxy on this rod. I need to get it done. I'm not sure how long that'll take us. Shouldn't take us too long. Once I turn this thing on right here, you'll get to it. I like to fish Garden City Pier. I fished that before too, man. I fished that myself as well. I fished that myself. Cherry Grove, all that stuff. Show me your setup so I can steal it. I hear you, brother. I hear that. You don't want to do that. Y'all bear with me, the noise. This motor's a little bit louder. It's a little louder than I like it to be. But No big deal. What I'm gonna do actually, throw a little heat on this thing real quick first. Put a little bit of heat on this thing. Brother, you don't want to steal this setup. You steal this setup, you'll be worse off than before you started. You know what I mean? Kobe, what's up, man? What's up, what's up? Welcome, man. Hope you're doing good tonight. Hope you're doing good tonight. You'd be worse off. You'd be worse. You'd be worse off with this, man, than you was before. You're better off just running as far and as fast as you can. Because this is the cheapest you can get right here on this rig. This setup's cheap, brother. Doing a nice thin coat on this bad boy. Down here on the butt of it, we're just doing barely enough to cover it. Because this is a sliding reel seat. This reel seat slides forward over the black part. So that coat's going to be real thin. Have you ever caught a 30-inch fish? Yeah? The biggest fish I've ever caught is a blue cat. It was upwards of 40-something inches. About a 45-pound catfish. Biggest blue cat I ever caught. $40-inch male king salmon, man. That ain't bad at all right there, brother. That's nice. That ain't bad at all. They ain't never caught no salmon, man. Salmon, whatever y'all call it. Whatever you want to call it, you know. Everybody calls it something different. I think he's going to shine pretty good right there. They fight very hard. That's what I like, dude. I like catching stripers. Stripers put up a pretty good fight. About the hardest fighting fish I deal with is a striper. We got him in our lake. They're stocked in the lake up there, but in the river they come up from the coast. The right time in the spring, I tear them up. Y'all hit that sub button to the page. Y'all sub up and you'll see. Because I'll be posting videos. I'll be posting videos of fishing too. Steelheads fight honey salmon. Do they? I'm taking y'all's word for it. I don't know. I've never caught them. Like I said, I've never caught a salmon or a steelhead. Are they the same? I've heard they're kind of the same thing. Rippin' Kale said he subscribed. Appreciate that, man. I'll hit you back. I'll sub back. I'll get off live y'all later. I'll sub everybody back that I can. I mean, if you want me to, you know. Some people don't care for that. They just on here for watching stuff and doing things. They don't, you know. If you create content, if you're a content creator for sure. I definitely like to sub back. I like to support people back. For sure. The reason this thing spins, if you want you can, I will, brother. The reason this thing spins is because this epoxy will drip right off of it if you don't have it spinning at all times. Once you put this epoxy on, you got to spin it for at least 8 hours. I go at least 8 hours before I stop spinning it. So once I get done doing this on, I'll let it spin through the night. When I get up in the morning before I go to work, I'll turn it off. That should give it about a good almost 8 hours of spinning time. But I'll probably forget. I usually do. I usually forget, so it'll probably turn all day, which ain't no problem. Ain't no big deal. Just uses up electricity. We're working on a 5-foot ultralight. I use 7-foot rods. That's right, man. I usually do too. And this is my little travel rod. It's a 2-piece 5-foot rod. Breaks down into about 2.5 feet. It's an awesome little rod. Little travel rod, little short brand buster. Little old brim buster is what it is. A little brim buster. This started out as an ugly stick. Use longer rods, you can cast better. You sure can, brother. That's absolutely right. That is absolutely right. This one right here I use for, you know, tight spots and getting in little areas and carrying it around with me, throwing it in the back of the truck and having it in more like a travel rod. I like rods at least 7'6". All my bass rods, all my other stuff like that, I like them 7'6" inches. We're going to go as thin as we can with the coats on here. A couple of thin coats so we don't mess with this action. Especially down there on the end of the rod. I want to make sure I don't mess that action up. I want that bite to be sensitive like it already is. That's one of the reasons I'm redoing this rod. Because I really like it. It's got a nice sensitive tip on it. It's good for bait fishing. Bait fishing or brim fishing or pan fishing, whatever it is you want to do. Bubbles in that. This is the tedious spot right here, y'all. Go ahead and get in on there. It's where the two-piece connects. I don't want to get in on the spot where the rod actually comes up and connects it and glue to it. I'm basing a different account. Man, y'all be switching up on me. Y'all be switching up on me. Hey, what's up, bro? Y'all be switching up on me. It's all good. I got you, brother. Hope you're doing good tonight. Hope you're doing well tonight. Just be a fool. I hear that. I hear that, brother. Put this nice epoxy. I'll show y'all this rod when I get done putting this epoxy on it before I put it on the spinner for the night. Before we get done with this, I'll show it to y'all. It's not a bad. It's a nice little rod for a remodel. What I call a remodel. When I take an old one, tear it down to the bones, and I rebuild it. I build them from the bottom up too. I build custom fishing rods all the way from the bottom up, but I like to, as my man said, put some zest in this thing after it's been sitting, you know, for 25 years being fished. I've been fishing this rod for 25 years. Rod looks nice. Appreciate that, man. I'll give y'all an overview on this thing here in a few when I get done putting this on. I'll give y'all a good overview what the whole thing looks like before I put it on the rod burner. My man said that's dope. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. This epoxy I'm putting on here, it protects the thread work from all the elements. And when you're fishing out there, if you just put the thread on it and went with it, that shit would break and snap on you within a couple of days or fishing trips. You put this 2-part epoxy, it hardens up. It's about like the stuff you put on your floor or hardwood floors and all that stuff, like a shine on it, like a poly. Except for this stuff that's used for fishing rod building is a lot more flexible. The male salmon is still head fight 10 times harder than the females. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get, if I ever get a chance, I'd love to do some of that fishing. If I ever had a chance, you know. I'm in South Carolina here, so I don't get a big chance at, I don't have a big chance at fishing steelhead salmon and stuff like that in South Carolina. They just ain't here. It's the same way with like walleye. Shadow Man, the old lightning rod. That is right, man. That'd be good. That'd be a good name for this rod. Where the flatheads and bluegills at? Shoot, man, I don't know. Right out there in the lake down the road, man. I'm telling y'all what. I do a lot of fishing around here, and I usually do good in the winter times catching bigger cats. You know what I mean? I do a lot better. I do a lot better fishing for cats. I catch bigger catfish in the winter. Less quantity, but bigger quality. We're going to try to move this back without, so I can get to these other ones. That thing turning a little bit like that. Got to lose my epoxy too right here. About my epoxy on that one. This is where the two-piece connects at, y'all. That's why I was being so gentle right there. I don't want it to. I could do this in two. I could do this in two separate sticks separated, but I don't like doing it that small. I just do it all at once as a two-piece. We're just putting a good thin coat on this thing. Couple of thin coats right now. Seal the thread. Did you replace the eye? I sure did. Yeah, I took this one down. I took all these guides and took them completely off. Put them back on. Got it down to the bare blank. Sanded it down a little bit. Sanded the guide feet down, and then there was black before that black thread on it. This rod was real dull. It was an ugly stick. And I've had it for 25 years, and it was looking real ugly. So I remodeled it. It had black guides on it, and I changed it to blue. Put a blue theme on it, and put the nice marble job on it. I'll show it off to y'all here in a little bit. Y'all hang around. Hit that sub button. You can keep up with this rod build right here because I'm doing all the stuff for it on the lives. I'm going to do this from the beginning to the start here on the lives, which probably about 2 more of these coats right here. This rod will be done. I got to do this about 2, maybe 3 more times. Sometimes it takes 3 or 4 coats to get a rod covered. But this right here is going on good and smooth. I'm liking it. So probably about 3 coats. This one will be good. It'll be ready to fish. Which I got my boat down right now. I'm doing some repairs on it while the weather's cold. I got a kayak. But man, the fish ain't biting, and I ain't feeling well lately. I ain't made it out to do no fishing. Not lately. Lost one today, man. That's crazy. Do I deer hunt? I sure do. Got a pile of venison in the freezer right now from this year. Our deer season's over now, but I got a pile of venison. Yeah, man, I deer hunt, I duck hunt. Obviously, I fish. Yeah, I do all the above, man. I'm outdoorsman, avid outdoorsman. I've been looking for some of those pedal kayaks. That's what I want to. I got a 12-foot Asian kayak. It's a real nice kayak. I wish it had the pedals on it. And but I'm gonna put a power drive trolling motor on it when I save up a couple of bucks. The biggest buck I've ever shot. That ain't been probably about a 6-point. Honestly, I mainly take the does. I don't hunt in the area with a bunch of big bucks. Not really. I like the deer hunt. I love the meat and everything, but as far as hunting them, it's my least favorite. Probably to hunt. I like duck hunting. I love duck hunting. I ain't got nothing against deer hunting. Obviously, I mean, it ain't nothing like, it's just that. Here, I'll put it this way. I got a 15-year-old son, so the last 10 years, hunting for deer has been kind of more of one of my less favorite things. Doing it just mainly for meat, because you try to get a 10-year-old, 11-year-old, or 8-year-old, in the deer stand, they do pretty good for about an hour. I can't sit there, when the rut's going. I ain't had a whole lot of time to hunt by myself because my young son He's 15 right now. He's an avid outdoorsman, which is awesome. I couldn't ask for any more. That's all I really wanted, was I wanted to make sure that my son could live off the land and learn how to fish, hunt, and survive. And he's 15. He can already do that. So I've accomplished that. So I used to chase, I used to chase horns, as you would call it, trophies. But after I had my son, that was all over with, man. I was like, I just got to get out here and get some meat. So I've just been laying down silkies. Laying down them old silkies lately. But haven't been able to do near as much deer hunting as I'd like. Duck hunting's a little easier with him because it's a lot, you don't have to be quiet. You don't have to worry so much about all that stuff when you duck hunt. So it's been a little easier with him that way. I'm down here to the last two guides, y'all. I'm putting on those last two guides. Can't really get y'all in the scene right now, but I'm about to jump back over there and show y'all what this rod looks like. Looks pretty good. These coats right here, this epoxy is what really sets them off. There is stuff called color preserver. I did it last night and put it on here. It seals it up and makes it nice and shiny, actually. But just like anything else, that first coat ain't the most beautifulest. But we're just putting such a thin coat down here on this end because I don't want to mess with this action at the end of the rod. Like I said, y'all give me just a minute. I'll be back over there and catch up with that chat. Get this last little bit. I'm on the last guide out here. I'm not putting any epoxy out on the tip of the rod. I want to leave that alone for right now. Give me just a minute, y'all. Catch up with that chat here for a minute. It's not looking bad, y'all. Eight years ago, I shot 11.230. That's a big one, bro. That's a big one. Y'all, if I missed your comment, I'm sorry. Just holler back at me. I'll look for it. I used 20-pound main and 8 my best fish Lexus Luby. 180-pound test. It's a lot of that's big stuff right there. That's like that rod y'all see up here at the top up here. That thing's rated. It's a rain shadow, extra heavy. It's rated for a 150-pound test. Big stuff. I've never had a reason to build it yet. I ain't never had a reason yet to build it. So I ain't had no reason to build a rod that big yet. This is looking pretty good right here, y'all. With me here in just a few minutes. I'm gonna show y'all what this rod looks like. It looks pretty good. I'll show y'all the whole rod. Get my epoxy out the way here. I gotta paint something. I go after channel catfishing, man. Hey, the world record channel catfish was caught in my state, the state I live in. First timer, very interesting. We're building custom fishing rods here. Building custom fishing rods. Make sure y'all hit that sub button. Make sure y'all hit that sub button. Come up here and show y'all what this thing looks like. This rod right here is an ugly stick. What state is that? South Carolina. South Carolina. The world record channel catfish was caught in the Santee Reservoir there. Lake Marion, the reservoir. Really the channel here in South Carolina. 56, 57, 58, something like that pounds. I can't remember exact numbers. I've caught some pretty big channel catfishes myself. And you know, my goal is to, you know, break that record since I'm here in the state where it was broke. But that hasn't happened yet. I've gotten about around a 21 pound channel cat. That's a pretty good sized channel cat. I caught a gold trout before, 20-inch male, 24-inch male. That's nice. I've only caught 2-inch catfish. You got to use bigger bait, bro. I got a gar once. We got gars here too, man. I can't stand when the gars get to biting. You know what I mean? Adventure X, what's up again, man? Welcome back. Welcome back, brother. Glad you made it back. Glad you made it back. Working on the rod a little bit. Working on the rod a little bit. Bigger the bait, the bigger the fish, y'all. Everybody knows that. Let me show you. I got to keep this thing spinning, so we're not going to stop it for too long. But this is what I'm talking about. I covered the grips up with some Amazon bought fish scale shrink wrap. You can buy this on Amazon. And I put a nice marble job on it. Thread. I'm going to put right here, I'm going to put another decal to put another ugly stick decal. I got a custom ugly stick decal coming in. And I'm going to put that on it. It's just pretty sweet little rods right here, y'all. But like I was saying, I'm not going to do it too much. Right here, it cuts in half, so you only got a 2.5 foot. You can take this thing and throw it in the truck or throw it for like a little travel rod. You know what I mean? But if I don't keep spinning this thing, it will mess up on us. So we're going to set it up here for a minute. Y'all get just a minute there. We're going to set it on there for just a minute. I'll be right back with y'all. Get that thing set up so I can spin it. Sorry, y'all. I had to step away there for a minute. Straighten that out. I'll let that spin it for just a minute. We'll let that thing dry a little bit. I want to look for a few blemishes on it and make sure if I need to put some heat back on it. Love that pole. Good job. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Y'all stick around. I'll show y'all. Usually on the live, I go over some of the rod builds I got every night and kind of show y'all what I got going on different rod builds. Would you sell any of those? Yeah, I have before. I have sold them before. It's mainly just a hobby, but I have sold them before. What this was black all the way up right here. And then here it said ugly stick and it had the, you know, ultralight and all that. So I covered it all up and everything. And I did a lighter marble job so I could put a decal. But I'm thinking I might put the new decal right here on this blue, y'all. I live in the woods by a lake and use beads to catch them all the time. That's awesome, ripping content YouTube. Like to find some fly reels. I'm not sure where you can find those at. I'm not sure where you can find some fly reels at. I'm thinking about excuse me, y'all. Putting the decal right here. Carter, see, they love. You're in the right spot. I love fishing too. If you've hung around in here for this long, you must love it a little bit too. I'm a big trout fisherman. Use rooster tails. That's awesome, brother. It is awesome, man. I'm not ignoring nobody on here. If I missed your comment, I'm sorry. I'm a little stuffed up tonight. Got a little under the weather. Head cold. So I jumped on here for a little while. Like I said, I'm going to jump on here for about an hour or so. And then I'm about to lay on down. Get ready for the week tomorrow because I don't do this for a living. I sure wish I did. But I don't fish and build fishing rods for a living. That's the goal in life. You know what I mean? I got a regular job, 40-hour week. How's the weather down there? Right now it's in the 40s. Been raining all day. Kind of sucks. Been raining in the 40s all day, and it kind of sucks. To be honest. It kind of sucks right now. That sickness going around. Just get over that. I hear that, Adventure X. You know, I got sick like a week ago, and then it went away last weekend, and it went away kind of here during the week, and it hit me again this weekend. I barely got rid of it before I started feeling bad again. I was looking for something different. I typed in BigSrod's, and it took me here. I hear you, brother. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, South Valley. Appreciate that. Come here, have about 2 inches. Ice fishing. I'd like to do ice fishing. That's something you can't do here in South Carolina. Caught a really big trout on a bait caster. I bet that was fun. I bet that was fun, brother. I bet you that was fun. You catch a heifer. I'm not even sure what that means, brother. What you working on with that rod now? I see the eyelets and all mounted. Yep. I got all the guides on this bad boy. Is it spinning? Or is that a joint I have? It's a spinning rod. It's a 5-foot ultralight spinning rod. 2-piece. It splits right here in half. Very fun and very cold. Yeah, I have a cousin that lives in South Dakota up there, and he's ice fishing right now. 5 below, y'all. That's too cold. That's too cold. Here in South Carolina, it don't get cold like that, and I'm glad. I'm glad it don't. You know, I'm glad it doesn't get that cold here in South Carolina. That's too cold right there. Y'all probably enjoy it, maybe, but them weather season's kind of cold. He means it's a spinning reel, not bait caster. I got you. All right, I'm gonna get off now, man. Appreciate that sub. I'll check you out, brother. Appreciate you joining us, man. We'll drink some moonshine. You'll get better. Hey, you don't know. You never know what I got in that cup over there. You never know what I got in that cup over there. We put a coat on this the other night. This rod right here. Well, actually, we put a coat on this. It's the Patriot. If it's your first time in here, y'all can check that thing out. It's pretty sweet. It's got a nice marble job on it as well. It's going to have a decal right here and a decal right there when I get it finished up. Tidies are great, bro. 3 of them, you get the feeling right. I hear that, brother. I hear that. But this is the American thing. This one's called the Patriot. I'm making this one for a Marine. It's going to have a Marine sticker right here. And then up here, it's going to have his name on it. He's going to fish for trout with this. It's a spinning 6.5-foot light rod. Spinning. It's like a moderate action. He's gonna use this for trout fishing as well. I think up in our northwest corner of the United States, up there around Montana. Around Montana with that one. That's gonna be a sweet rod. It's light. It's really light and sensitive too as well. You can really feel the bite with that rod. I've got probably another hour's worth of work, hour and a half to get that, maybe 2. It'll be done. What's the fish mounted on your wall, man? It's a crappie. It's a 12-pound crappie. What's up, yanking with them dogs? Yakking with them dogs. I don't know why I said yanking. Man, it's about 2 pounds, man. It's a nice little crappie. Caught in the local waters around here a long time ago. That mount up there's probably been 25, 26 years old. I don't have many poles, but I have a lot of guns. Ha! Hey! Long as you have one or the other. Ain't that what it say? Long as you have one or the other, you're good. As long as you have one or the other. We just got done putting a coat of epoxy on this. I might call this the YouTube rod. We might just start calling this the YouTube rod. Someone in here mentioned lightning rod earlier. That sounded pretty good. What's the biggest fish I've ever caught? 45-pound catfish. Blue cat. That is the biggest fish I've ever caught. 45-pound catfish, a blue cat. Caught it in a local lake here. That's my biggest fish I've ever caught. But I've caught multiple right in the 40-pound range. Seems like that's my threshold. The catfish was 15 pounds. Man, that ain't bad. 15 pounds of nice catfish. What you talking about? That's nice. That's a nice one. Biggest fishes. Bass, largemouth bass. I catch quite a few of those. It's probably about 5. I'm trying to hit the 6-pound mark. 6-inch sturgeon. A 6-inch sturgeon or a 6-foot sturgeon? 5 pounds, me too, Carter. That's about where I'm at. It was a little over. I'm trying to hit that 6-pound mark with my largemouth bass. And then got a big crappie, good sized crappie, and I also have caught, I guess to mention, stripers. I've caught about a 22, 21 pound striper. Long time ago as well. Y'all give me just a minute. I'll be right back. Woo. Give me just a minute. Had to clear the old pipes. Yo, what's up, Jacob? Jacob Neal. What's up, brother? Welcome, man. Welcome, man. We building custom fishing rods. We're just talking crap right now, actually. I'm showing off a couple of fishing rods I'm building. We're just talking crap for a little while right now. Until I get too stuffed up to talk. It seems like I'm catching a little bit of a head cold. I hate that crap because that means I'm going to have to work with it tomorrow. Got sick last week. Got pretty bad. Had to take a day off. Are you a bit sick? I am, brother. But the grind don't stop, man. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 fishing rods going that I'm building and stuff. Raising kids, working a full-time job. I got to stay on the grind, man. Ain't no rest for the wicked. I got a head cold, something coming up on me now. You know what I mean? It's all right. A little head cold coming on, a little something like that. Ain't no biggie. It ain't no biggie, though. If we concentrate. Do you like rainbow trout, tiger trout, or brown trout more? To eat? You talking about eating, Carter? You can do my job if you want. Oh, no. My job's enough. Look, my job's enough. I'm a rod builder by night and a plumber by day. To eat, man, it'd have to be between rainbow and brown. Probably rainbow. I've never had the other one. I've never had tiger trout, unless it's one of the same other ones, another name. I don't think I've ever had that. I've had rainbow and brown. I like probably rainbow, man. Rainbow's good. Rainbow trout. Submit experience engagement that Einstein called a spooky influenza. Influenza. Yeah, I've had this head cold for ever since about Saturday morning. I don't ever start to get sick and then fall asleep, go to sleep that night, wake up feeling the same. It's always worse. I don't know what's going on. There's something going on in my head. Skidder. Run a skidder, huh? That's what I'm talking about. I do plumbing. But I got 2 other people that work with me. Maybe I'll work them tomorrow, make them work, and I'll take it all easy on the day. It's Monday. I'm going to kick back and take it easy. That's what I say. We did a little work on this one last night. If you joined the live last night, then we did a little bit of work on this one. It's pretty nice. It's got that pink kind of going. It's going to have a big old decal right here. Got a nice marble job on it as well. How do you get couple rods made, and how much does it cost, man? The prices. I don't know, man. It all depends on what all you want done. You know, it depends if you want marbling done on it. If you want cross wraps, I'll show y'all what a cross wrap looks like in a minute as well. But this one's gonna be pretty sweet. You know, hot pink kind of. That's making that for an awesome lady over there in Oklahoma. You know, that rod right there. I mean, pricing it all just depends, man. You can't really make a custom fishing rod anymore for under $250. I used to be able to. I used to be able to build a basic custom fishing rod when I first started, and for $200, I about could have it shipped to you. Maybe 225. It just depends on what we got, where you live. But for under $250, I could build it, get the supplies, build it, and send it to you, which ain't bad. That's a basic rod. What a basic rod is there's no big marble job on it. It's just your custom colors with a decal on it. It don't have a marble job on it. That's a basic one. It's a little more if you want the marble. It's a little more if you want to do the cross wraps. The cross wraps is what takes time. And when I'm talking about a cross wrap, is what that is right there on a rod. There. That's a cross wrap. That's called a chevron. That's a small wrap. You know what I mean? If you want to get into rods like this, it's got marbling, it's got cross wraps on it. You know what I mean? It's a split grip. It's got marbling all over it. It's got quite a bit of detail in it. You know, this one's going to run a little more. I'm in Minnesota I would like marble and cross wrap. Man, that's what I'm saying. Like this right here, it's got both. This right here, rod right here, is going to run a little more. It's not basic about it. You know what I mean? But I can't give a number anymore because the prices, to be honest with you, I've bought a couple of blanks on these rod builds I'm doing. Other than that, I have supplies stocked up in my shop here. I haven't had to buy a whole lot of supplies yet. A bunch of different reel seats. I've had reel seats. I got 100 grips over there that are like this in different colors. I got a whole bunch of guides. So I have a stocked up. So I'm to get an exact price for you, we'd have to talk more, man. You hit that sub button on the page or whatever, shoot me a message or hit me on one of the comments on here and I can check it later. We can get in contact, talk about it. But gosh, price ranges, y'all. But I can't see any rod builder out there being able to really build a rod for less than $250. And that's building it. Then you got to ship it. So you're looking at $300. You know what I mean? And custom rod building, when I done it, I was like, I'm like an average Joe guy, and I wanted to start building my own custom fishing rods because they costed a lot. They do. Custom rods cost a lot. They cost a lot of money. That's all there is to it. Depending on the more work you do. And so I mean, when I first started, I could for $250, I guarantee you a basic rod sent to your house, long as it wasn't nothing over about a medium heavy rod. If you went bigger than that, it all changes. And all. But I've built 50 rods since I've started. Over 50 now. I got it on a paper somewhere. I'm probably getting close to 60 now. Green matches the kit on the truck. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, I got all kinds of green grips. Green grips is the most popular grips in rod building. Greens pop. The greens just seem to pop more. People like the green. I like it too. I like the green too. I'll show y'all couple more custom rods we got going. I'll show y'all a few more of these before we get off here. This is another ultralight custom rod. It's the orange. It's the Crush. It's BigSrod's version of the Crush. It's got a nice marble job on it as well. Split grip. This is, I think, a 6 foot ultralight. I just subscribed normally by St. Crocs. I can build those as well too, Kevin. Appreciate that sub, brother. Appreciate the sub, man. Appreciate that sub. But this one's pretty sweet. It's got a nice, it's a name on the inside there. This is a BigSrod's version of the Crush. Nice smooth grip, nice smooth. This is finished product right here, y'all. This rod is completely finished. It is completely sealed all up, all the threads good and sealed, just like we're doing with this tonight, putting the epoxy on it. This one's nice and sealed up. It's got a nice Alps reel seat on it. This is a sweet rod right here. Nice pan fishing rod. If you want to do that, catch you some panfish, catch some bait fish, whatever you might be doing. Whatever you might be out there doing. Sweet little one pieces that are smaller that I got going. This one is what you call like a dock demon, you know. It looks like a kiddie rod, but it has a full size reel seat on it, so you can get down in docks. It's kind of like this one we're doing right here almost, you know. You can stow it away pretty easy. Got a nice little spring wrap with some thread looking on it. That one's gonna be pretty sweet. Got the red and white accents on it. That's awesome. Appreciate that, man. Too bad you make a mossy oak, man. I can do camouflage, brother. I can make it look just like camouflage on that marble. That marble's easy to do camouflage on. I plan on doing, for this reel seat right here, I plan on getting me one. I want to match this rod up. I'm going to do me a bait caster with this reel seat right here. This thing's sweet. Nice camo. Like hydro dipped. I'm gonna get that thing right there, and I'm gonna pair that up with I want to do it all camoed out, camo rod, you know, camo rod, camo everything. Camo that thing out for that reel seat. That thing's gonna look sweet too. That's about what we got going. Nice catfish setup. The nice catfish setup right here, y'all. I got the reel already on it. It's got a nice marble job. Almost looking like the one we did down below here. These are almost twins. They got the same kind of thread set up on them. Except I fully built this one. I built this one all the way from the bottom up. That's a sweet rod right there. It's a nice 7'6" heavy, medium heavy casting rod. I got to put a few more guides on that one. And put finish the epoxy. Put a decal on it. That one will be ready to go out. That one's going to my father. That one is going to my father. And the reel. That's a reel and rod setup. It was already his reel. That was already his reel. That's why it's got a reel on it. Plus, I was showing how it looked the other night on the reel. It looks real good on there. You know what I mean? Looks really nice setup. Wanted to see what it looked like with the Abu Garcia Pro Rocket on there. It's a real nice rod. I'm looking to have a couple made. Pops through. It's going to be a lot on it. Finished it. Something nice for him. Fishes a lot, man. That's awesome, man. That's awesome, brother. We can talk, man. We can talk about it. I better gas up so I can get down and get the... I got you. Trying to see that right there, okay. Yeah, but as far as fishing rods, you know, I mean, I buy that off your gas up, so I hear that. I'm gonna take this. I got this rod right here. We're gonna do the same. I'm gonna do the same thing to this. What I'm gonna do is this is a little Shakespeare that I've had for a while too, and all it's just missing the tip. You know, the tip's been pulled off. It ain't broke or nothing. but the guides are still in good shape, so I'm going to leave the guides on it. I'm going to torch these cork grips. Give them that black effect. Y'all have all seen it on the tables and stuff like that. People doing that to the wood. I'm gonna torch these and seal those back good. Make sure I don't drop nothing on it. And then I might do a little marble job right here or something on it. Put a new tip on this one, and I'm gonna dress this little one up too. I might dress it up and give it away to a child or something, you know. Dress that one up and do it a little. Do something and find a young buck to give it away to. You know what I mean? Main girl, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. 21. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. I'm gonna learn the weather tonight. I wasn't feeling real good last night, main girl, and tonight I'm like, head cold is still hanging on with me. And we just got done putting a coat of epoxy on this rod right here. On what I'm going to start calling the YouTube rod. I'm going to start calling this one so we know which rod it is. It don't really have a name. You know. It's looking pretty good. I like to sit here and look at the rod for a minute. That thing looks good. I just like looking at it. It looks so good. I like to look at it for a while to make sure that the bubbles can come up in this up to like. I just want to make sure none come up. It's looking pretty good. But I hope you feel good. Got to work in the morning. I'm not gonna be on here a whole lot longer, man. I appreciate you hitting it up. Make sure you sub to the channel. I do this. I hit this pretty hard on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights. But I hit on the week too. You know, get on here and shoot the breeze, man. I appreciate you joining. Looking good. Thank you. The rod does look good. Chris and Vicky said, nice job. Thank you. This is a pretty sweet rod right here. It's got a nice fish scale on it right there. The reel seat. Boom, all the way down to there. Pretty sweet. I don't want to move the rod again right now. Y'all can see all my grips down there. That's just the corner of them. I got hundreds of grips, all different colors, sizes, and everything that luckily I've acquired over the years and stuff. You know. I've acquired quite a bit of stuff over the last few years. I've only been rod building for about 5 years. Started rod building like 2019. I guess it'd be more like 6-7 years now. 2019 I made this page. Or not this page. But I started my Facebook page. I think that's the first thing I started. And I think that was 2019. Right before all the COVID crap hit. You know. Alright. Y'all talk me into it. We'll go over. I'll show off one more rod that I'm building. Then we're going to wrap up this live. Y'all talk me into it. I'll show y'all off this last one. Some of y'all have seen these rods before. Some of y'all haven't. I just kind of like to go over inventory. And what I got was not inventory. Is, you know, I just got some done 8-foot rod. Target used to sell some good rods called Black Beauties, if you ever recall. I'm trying to recall that, man. I'm not sure about that. I don't recall that. I'd take your word for it, though. I don't recall that, though. Ooh, look at that one. This one right here is this is the Ghost Rider right here, y'all. The Ghost Rider. It's got a nice marble. I should have incorporated some skulls into this because it would have, man, if I'd have put some skulls on this, it'd have really set it off. I think it's sweet, though. It's got a nice marble job. Real nice setup. This one is a finished job. This one is complete. as that other one is. This one's ready to go out the door. It's already got the tag on it. But this one's going to be a sweet. It's a 7-foot medium moderate action spinning rod. Be nice for whatever you want to fish for, really. It should have about a 8 to 14 pound line on it. Should have anywhere in between a 3/16 on up to a ½ ounce for lure weight on it. I can't exactly. I got all the tags for these. I don't have it wrote on this one. But this one's pretty sweet right here too, y'all. That's a pretty nice one. The old Ghost Rider. The old Ghost Rider. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Y'all make sure y'all hit the sub button. I don't mind. I go on here, I go on here multiple times a week when I'm building rods. I jump on when I'm building fishing rods, and I just turn on the live, y'all. Enjoy talking to people. I like to talk about fishing, everything under the sun. You know what I mean? So there ain't no telling what you might find in the live over at BigSrod's. The ones that did sub, I sure appreciate y'all hitting that sub button. We're going to have to wrap this up, everybody. I need to get a little bit of medicine in me, try to get myself a little better so the next time we go on here, I don't sound like an accordion or a bagpipes. But sure appreciate all the support y'all showing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep going live, keep building rods like I've been doing, having chats with y'all. Sure appreciate it. Like I said, if you ain't subbed up, make sure you do so you don't miss no more lives or nothing like that. I sure appreciate everybody tuning in. I hate in the live. I usually do it about a 2-hour live. I got other rod work I need to do, but we'll save that for another time, y'all. I kind of plan on doing pretty much most of my rod building work here on lives on YouTube so everybody can keep up with the rods as we go. But this is the YouTube rod. This one will always, no matter what, be done under the streaming of YouTube. Bob, what's up, man? I'm getting ready to wrap this up. Appreciate you joining, man. I've been on here about a good hour, y'all. We're going to wrap this thing up. We're going to let y'all get some sleep, or y'all can go strolling through YouTube to some other lives. There's some crazy stuff. There's some crazy stuff out there. But I appreciate everybody that did sub. If you haven't, make sure you hit that sub button. I probably won't be on tomorrow night. The next time we go live might be around Tuesday or Wednesday night. But I'm going to get off here and get some medicine in me, y'all. Get some Vicks, take a hot shower. Sure appreciate y'all joining me tonight. We'll catch y'all the next time. I ain't sure when it'll be, but we'll always enjoy the visit. Y'all, BigSrod's, get ready to sign off.